what type of market do you want to service? So
That's true.
when we first started with
Clientele.
our digital products and services, I didn't know what to price because there's such a huge range of what you can offer someone, whether it's a $5 product or a $5,000 or a $10,000. I've seen as much as $25, $50, $100,000 products or services that people offer. So knowing what type of market you actually want to serve is going to be important, because I know the person that may be willing to spend 5, 10, 15, 20 may not be the same person that's willing to spend 5, 10, 15, 20,000. They are completely different.
Absolutely.
Or even 5 to 1,000. They might be different people. So knowing, what part of the market you want to service. So when we first started, I'll talk about the digital side of things. You want to stay with the cleaning business side?
You could do both. It doesn't matter.
So I'll start with the digital side of things. I know when we first started, I just went off of what other people were doing. So when you talk about market research, especially for like the cleaning business, same things, like what are other people in your market charging based off of what services you want to provide? So I said, okay, I'm going to start where everybody else started. And then I realized that that might not be ideal, because I might need I would need more volume to get to the goals that I want to get to. But then also it was like, okay, if I provide this, this, and this, can I charge this or that? So market research is a great place to start. What are your competitors charging, or your market? What's the average price of what people are charging? But then also deciding where you want your business to be, ideally for your lifestyle too.
Yeah, and I think that also, I think it was important when you said the market that you want to do, because even when we started on this business, we're like, our market is probably for a busy mom. Our market is probably for a younger clientele that can just utilize online, feel comfortable giving their card, that type of stuff. Not to say that we won't go into an older person's home, but that's probably not our target market, right? That's probably not what we want to be doing, spending 20 minutes on the phone just explaining every single thing, which I've done multiple times for a sale. But that's not really our market. But I think you find out necessarily your market when you're in it. Especially at the beginning, you just want it all, right? You want all. You're like, I just want to get some money. I want it all. So you may not have a specific target depending on what you're selling. Obviously, I understand it, depending on what you're selling. But the pricing pressures and the questions that come up around that, we'll continue to talk more about that. But I just wanted to speak that overview of the market research. I'm like, all of these companies do it. This is how Amazon finds out, okay, we can add an extra $4 because it's getting delivered to their home, and so on and so forth. If you ever look at the pricing at Amazon versus a Target or something else, it's way more expensive generally. Generally, it's more expensive, but it's more convenient. Right? You don't have to go to the store. You don't have to go and get it. It can come to you between 10 a.m. and 2 a.m. 10 p.m. and 2 a.m.
Is that people will pay for that convenience.
Yeah.
So there is a hidden tax of convenience that we don't even think about, that we use
I always
every single day. Like your hairdresser is a perfect example of that.
Yeah,
where
having to come to me.
if I could sit in my house and you do my hair, I'm going to, like when we were in upstate New York, our barber used to come to our house. And it was super convenient. I don't have to sit in the shop on a Saturday. I don't have to be there for 5-6 hours. I could sit here in my robe.
5-6 hours.
I could sit here in my home. I could watch my TV. I could eat my dinner. I wasn't eating my dinner, but people will pay that hidden tax for convenience, whether you know it or not. So are you making it more convenient for your clients, for your customers to get your services? Are you offering more than a competitor? So when you're doing your market research, deciding, okay, I know that some clients don't want to talk to me on the phone. Having the ability to book me online, pay me online, that's a hidden tax of convenience that people will happily pay for, knowing that you will be able to provide the service that they are wanting. So those are some things that I would also add to that.
So along the lines with pricing, I think that we also get stuck, and this is speaking from experience of speaking with our students.
Hold on. So about your hair right quick. What? How much more do they charge? Do you know how much more they charge versus being at home versus in the store?
Her travel fee, I think it's gone up. So I think it's about an additional $100.
Okay.
To come here versus going to the
salon.
So
can you I actually want to get the timing on that. So you driving to the salon, you driving
home.
That
would be a total of an hour for me.
So that's an hour of you driving to the salon, you driving home, and then are you more comfortable in your own home?
Yeah, absolutely.
You could get up, you go to your own bathroom. So you're paying for that convenience you're paying for your time. You got your time back.
Yeah.
So you got about an hour back of your day. So let's say
and the way that they have to do it is she drives way further, actually, to get to me from where she lives.
Hold on, let's not say too much just in case she want to raise her prices on you. But
I mean, people raise prices. I either got to pay it or I say no. That's kind of
when you think about that convenience fee, those are things that you have to think about as well. Is like you're getting Like the convenience is also you getting your time back.
Anything convenient is more money.
Instacart is a perfect example of
they have a yearly fee.
And they tell you how much time you're saving by not going up the grocery aisles, by not asking questions, by not leaving your house. You got to get the cart. You got to put it in the car. You got to drive home. So these are the hidden taxes and luxuries that people will happily pay for your products and services. You just got to be comfortable putting it out there.
So another thing that comes up that I see with our students is people get like so stuck on the pricing part. They're like, well, people, and so easily swayed, right? So they're like, some clients have said that I'm too expensive. Should I lower my price? And I'm like, you just got in the business a week ago. Like, anybody is going to say your price is too low. It can be $70 for a clean. Someone's going to complain that that's too high regardless. So I think with that pricing pressure, being able to stick by your pricing, as you know, I've done my research. I have all these other things behind as to why I'm priced this way. And can you explain that to someone as well, if needed, right? So for us, when it comes to clients and our cleaning business owners, we tell them, if you need to, you can say, we background check everyone. We make sure that they're paid fairly. We have a guarantee if there's an issue that we will come back out. So kind of explaining why you may be priced a bit higher than others. Now, some people may say, well, you're still too high, and move on. Being able to accept that is important as well. But standing by your price, I think, is just as important, and not being able to easily sway. Now, you can change pricing at any point, but I find that we as students and new entrepreneurs just get so stuck on that. And it's like, there's no reason to. Like, you have to test it. You have to see how it's going to work out for your market, for your clientele, so on and so forth.
I remember with the digital side of things, this guy was like, can you lower your prices? Your price is too high. I responded to his email. Actually, I'm raising the price as we speak. And you got to be okay with that. Like you said, you got to stick by your prices.
Every client isn't for you.
You know what you're offering. You know what you're not offering. You know who you're for versus who you're not for. Somebody responds to you telling you to lower your prices. I don't need your services. I don't need you to dictate how I'm running my business, because if you were running your business, I'm not going to tell you
Absolutely not.
to lower your prices. Your prices are too high. Absolutely not. I'm just going to say, you know what? You may not be for me. And I'm going to go to the next direction. I'm going to go to the next, offerer of that service.
But it's always, I think when I think of the digital side and even just in the cleaning business, it always feels like the audacity of people to tell me what my price should be, of what I feel is worth, what is not. Like you said, I won't tell anybody that. I just won't purchase, and that's fine, unless you ask my feedback, maybe. But other than that, just moving along. There's no reason to be like, oh, you can't charge that, because someone else will pay for it. And that's another reason why I'm saying don't be so quick to sway when someone says, oh, it's too high, because there is someone else that will pay those prices, and be okay with it.